Okay, here I am at my daughter's house that we just bought for her. And we are looking at the house after about maybe it's almost 3 weeks when we close. And I really want you guys to think about this if you're a rehabber. How long is it taking you to rehab? Because what I've noticed when I'm doing hard money loans is that a lot of rehabbers are not knocking out their projects in a good time frame. And I am only part-time rehabbing anymore. And so I wanted to share this one with you. We got this like 3 weeks ago. Here's what we have going. So we have the roof being done now, and I'm going to flip the camera and then you'll be able to see what's going on with this. And I'm going to talk through some things about the schedule, because here's what happens. Okay, so got to start top down, right? We needed a new roof, and it needs new painting. But you don't want to do the painting on the outside until you do the new roof. So you do the new roof, and then next week our painters start on the outside. And we've ordered windows, and those go in right after the painting is done, because then they put the aluminum all the way around the windows. And this is going to look like an entirely different property in just a couple of weeks from now. Okay, that's the outside stuff. And they're fixing all the wood. So you can kind of see right here where they're fixing all the fascia. That roof is new right there. It was just really rotted and bad. You can see from some of the other videos. But here's the other thing. So then inside, we're gonna go look inside and talk about the project as what we have to do inside. I'm gonna show you some of the stuff outside, the rest of the stuff outside too. So we've got the barns. So you can see this just makes it look like a completely different house already with that. These guys are rock star roofers. Anyways, and they really are. They did my big mansion in the city of Detroit, which was last fall, and that was quite crazy. And that was the most expensive residential roof I've ever done and they've ever done for a single family. It was very expensive. It was well over $100,000. Anyway, so these are the barns, and what we did is make sure that the shingles are matching. So they are the exact same shingles, and I see that there's actually something missing, some tabs there, so I might ask them about that. But all of this that is rotted wood will be replaced. It's got a great little shed back here. It's amazing. This is a burn pile, another burn pile in the backyard from all the bushes that have already been pulled out. And the barn, they're starting to do the wood on that. So you have to start thinking about what sequence do you need the things done in your property so that everything can be lined up. So example, I know my windows take 3 to 4 weeks to get in. I order them right away. So they've already been ordered, right? And they should be coming in the next week to 2, but the paint won't be done for 2 more weeks anyway. So it's timing wise, as soon as those are done, the windows can be installed. They're gonna do the decking and the wood replacement, and all the doors get installed. The doors, like that one's actually back ordered, so it won't be until next week. But all the other exterior doors, including the barn, the garage, all of those have been ordered and will be here tomorrow. And they will start putting those in. Now, let's talk about inside. I'm gonna start the inside from the front door. Of course, these doors are being replaced. The windows are this window will not be replaced because it's very, very expensive, but it will need some cleaning. Look how gross this is. This is gonna have to be cleaned. That wood can be refinished. It'll look really nice when it's all done. But what's gonna happen first is all the hardwood floors actually are gonna be done. But before the hardwood floors can be refinished, and then the painting and all the doors and trim and all that get completely cleaned up. But before the hardwood floors can be installed, this little area back here has got to be cleaned up and kilsed. The kills, which is the paint that goes on that seals everything, it's a sealer. And there was a big hole over here too. So that's all got to be patched and ready for the floor guys. So what you're always looking at is what can I be having done at the same time? So anything inside right now could be being done while they're working outside, except they fell through the roof here. That was last week. I'm not laughing. They didn't actually fall through. Their foot fell through and they're fine and no injury, thank goodness. But if they had all fallen all the way through, that'd be horrible. And that just got added to our list to be fixed. That was some mold in the corner because we didn't have gutters up, which the gutters get done after all the paint outside is completed. So the next step is, obviously getting all these floors ready for the floor guys. But at the same time, our guy can be working on this bathroom, gutting the bathroom. So he will be putting the doors in outside, and all of this bathroom will be gutted, and the floor leveled in here because it's not level. It's not level. And what we're gonna have to do in here is we're gonna have to flip this bathtub. In order to get a bigger vanity here, oh, look how beautiful that looks. you think we need a new toilet? I think so. Anyway, so we want to do a 36-inch vanity. That's about as big as will fit in this bathroom, which means this access panel has to be on the other side, which means this tub needs to be flipped. So luckily my guy is going to flip the plumbing to that side, and then we have to figure out where that access panel goes, which he thinks if it could go in the closet, great, but I don't think it can. I think it's gonna have to go on the other side of this dining room, which is right here where that shower kicks out right here, and then we'll have to put a plant or something cool there, or make it look like a cool access panel. Anyway, so that's that. All the lighting fixtures and stuff like that will be done at the very end after paint, because paint will happen after the floors are done. So once all the beautiful floors are done, they start next week. So we're talking 3 weeks after the start of this project. These floors will take about a week. Then they will all be taped off, all the paper down on the floors to protect them all, while all the drywall and the paint and all of that happens inside here. Looking at, this was where the wood burner stove was. So what we're looking at here is my daughter and her boyfriend are gonna put like, I think a shelf to cover where these little pieces are missing. And that could be a TV or some kind of cool decorative corner piece. I don't know, they're gonna do something here, probably paint that. We gotta still get rid of that piece and have everything drywall ready. This little piece is getting removed. This little lip is getting removed. Both of these curved doorways are gonna be squared off. They're gonna keep the kitchen, it's fine. These cabinets are in great shape. And these countertops are fine too. If they decide later they want a different color, which she actually does lean more towards some of the green hues. So we'll have to see how that goes. This is probably gonna work. If not, these can be changed with Home Depot. It takes like, there's 3 coats and you could change it for mica countertop. It's quite amazing. So that's what these are. They're not granite. So these will all be new appliances, stainless steel. This was under the fridge. Woo, that's gonna be fun for the floor guys. Anyways, very cool, oh, here's the laundry room. This is the access door. This is kind of a weird thing, a weird layout, because it's not really a good basement. It's just a little small place down there. I'm not going down there because basements creep me out, especially like that. But it's gonna be cleaned up, painted, new hot water heater, new furnace, new air conditioner, all that. We'll have to figure out how she's gonna lay out this like room. But this is the door for there. So this will all be hard floors. It'll have a nice latch where you can lift it up easy when you just need to go change the furnace filters. But otherwise there shouldn't be much down there. Maybe a shelving unit for Christmas things, but they have such huge barn space, I doubt that. Here's a beautiful little closet. We gotta figure that out. This vent catches on that, so hopefully that can be fixed. And then this half bath is gonna of course have a new thing into it. I'm gonna see if this toilet works. I know the other one doesn't. Oh, good, the guys have a toilet here. So it's always nice when the guys have a toilet. Of course, that's being replaced, but it's nice when they have a toilet. So gives you an idea. This project, that a week for the harbor floors, then a week for the inside painting, maybe 2 weeks for inside painting, drywall, all the parts. This project should take a total of about 6 weeks to be completed from start to finish. And this was no small feat. Let me tell you, this was also a hoarder house that saw the dumpsters. 5 dumpsters were pulled out of this house and that barn out there. And there's just lots of wood repair. This is actually quite an expensive project. Went over budget from what I thought it would be. So always plan something is gonna go over budget, because it always does. There's always something you can't see till you remove things, or till walls are opened up, or till something's reinstalled and you find out, oh, that's bad too, that's bad too. So you always have to have a contingency in your rehab budget.